It's a little late for visitors.
Oh,
hello.
Sorry, I may interrupt you.
No.
No, as a matter of fact, you're just in time.
What for?
To keep me company. Angel and I have just discovered there's a small personal matter that needs taken care of. And Angel was on his way out to take care of it. You get back to me if there's any further problem with that bartender.
You got it.
I've been thinking about you since I heard the news about the plane crash.
Yeah.
How did it go with Monica Portemay?
It's all right.
Any further news on the pilot?
No, Alan Portemay hasn't been found yet. The longer they continue with the search, the less chance there is that he's alive.
Well, being a cop is a lousy business for a woman.
It's a lousy business for a man or a woman sometimes.
I think you've done enough for one night. Why don't you just forget about everything for a little while at least?
No, I can't.
Why not?
Because a very good friend of mine has got himself into a lot of trouble.
Someone I know?
Yes, actually.
Someone you care about deeply?
Yes, I do care about him.
The many faces of Anna Devane. Just when I resign myself to the fact that you very seldom think like a woman, I find you think totally like a woman. Always.
Well, I am a woman.
Yeah. You are that. Very much a woman.
I'm sorry. You're very understanding.
I'm glad you think so.
No, you are, really. Very understanding.
Am I your port in a storm?
Oh, I don't know. Certainly is stormy. You know, every time it happens, somebody that I care about or I love, they always get themselves into trouble.
That's quite a statement.
Well, you know, this person, this friend of mine, he worries me terribly because he is heading for trouble. Big trouble.
Have you tried to warn this friend?
Yes, I have. Warning him is putting it mildly. I read in the Riot Act. He is the most stubborn policeman I have on the force.
Is it anyone I know?
Yes, it's Frisco James.
What happened with him tonight? He let us down, you know.
I know.
Well, what happened?
Well, I can't discuss police business.
Forget it, I know. I was just wondering maybe if perhaps I should talk to him about letting us down this evening.
You know, he's a very, very talented rookie. But he's just got this obsession, and it's going to do him in one day. And I'm afraid. He is determined to go it alone on a particular criminal activity in Port Charles.
So what's the problem? You are the boss.
Well, I wish he would see it that way.
Don't tell me you're going to let him call the shot.
No, I'm not. I had to take him down a peg or two this evening. I've assigned him to guarding the precinct house for a week.
This whole night was a disaster.
You could have been killed.
What difference does it make? Anna practically buried me anyway.
Well, all I care is that you're safe and that you're out of danger for at least a week.
I'm safe. And completely bored to death.
Well, somebody has to guard the precinct building.
Great. Why me?
Honey, it's only for a week.
A week, huh? Don't underestimate Anna, Burt, Captain Lewis. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna probably stick me to guard the library the week after that, try to find people who owe money on their books. I can hardly wait.
You're gonna be back on the beat in no time.
I'll never catch up.
What do you mean, catch up?
With everybody else I graduated with, like Sam and Eric. They have collars, I have zip. I'm going backwards.
It's a temporary setback.
Yeah, well, I can't afford it. I'm never gonna be promoted to detective at this rate.
Frisco, honey, it's not the end of your career.
Yeah, well, it's not the beginning of my climb up the ladder either. Do you know how much I'm gonna hate the idea of standing guard?
Frisco, let's just enjoy it. Let's just make some plans and we could meet for lunch. We could have a picnic. You have a lunch hour, don't you?
Honey, lunch won't help.
Don't curse the darkness. Light a candle. Now think about it. You're going to have a whole week with no pressure whatsoever.
Picnic, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So we just take our red and white checkered spread and lay it out in front of the precinct, have a little bite to eat. You're glad about this, aren't you? I mean, you're happy.
Well, I'm not going to lie to you. I worry about you, Frisco. And I think maybe this whole blow-up with Burt and Anna, maybe it was something to tell us that you just have to slow down. Maybe it means that it was all...
Maybe it's the worst thing that's ever happened to me since I've been in the department. How about that?
All right. It was a disaster. I just wanted to try to think of something to make you feel better.
I'm way ahead of you.
What?
You keep a little secret, sweetheart.
Yeah.
I'm gonna prove Anna and Burt and Guy Lewis that I'm right. I can crack this investigation, you know that? I can do it on my own.
Oh, am I glad to see you. We've been waiting for news about Alan.
Nobody seems to know anything.
There was nothing on the late news.
Well, I'm sorry I have nothing to report, girls.
Well, you're still looking for him.
Well, of course, the crew has been told to keep at it until we tell them otherwise. I'm sorry I don't have good news for you. Excuse me, my coffee date is here.
Date?
Oh, they're old dear friends.
Hi, Tessie.
Good to see you, Burt. Long time no see.
Yeah, well, thanks for meeting me.
You must be doing something right.
Oh?
Well, you got to me just in time. I was about to leave for Atlantic City.
Oh, yeah, I'll get down there to see you one of these days.
You wouldn't recognize the place.
Oh, bet it's pretty lively.
Compared to Port Charles, anywhere is lively.
Hey, Tess, you forgetting the good times we used to have? You used to think this place was pretty exciting.
You're working for the Chamber of Commerce.
Once a cop, always a cop.
Oh, too bad I got to take off. How come you waited till the last minute to get together?
I guess that's the story of my life.
Well, don't make it so long between get-togethers.
Oh.
There you go.
Well, how'd you guess?
I didn't. Tess said you wanted a hamburger. I follow orders.
Uh-huh. You, still know me, don't you, Tess?
You're telling me.
Listen, enough of this reminiscing about the good old days. What's going on with you these days?
You mean, why am I leaving tonight?
No, I mean, how come you're checking into this port so often?
Well, that's not my idea of a friendly question. You want to get rid of me? I already told you, didn't I? Those new plans for the waterfront could be good for me.
Well, as long as you're not smuggling.
Smuggling?
Hey, you are here. Take some
No,
more.
I'm fine.
You sure?
The coffee went down the wrong way. Fine.
That happens to all of us. Tess, can I pick your brain?
What's left of it?
Oh, I'm sure there's plenty. Yeah, will you, take a look at the sketch. You ever seen that man before?
Well, he looks like a lot of guys.
You mean he looks like someone that you've known?
Oh, I didn't say that.
Does he look familiar at all?
No. I don't know, and I never met anyone who looks like that.
Oh.
You really disappoint me, Burt.
What do you mean?
Well, I thought we were having a late date for old time's sake, friend to friend. Now, I was only 50% right.
Well, how do you figure that?
Well, I'm still your friend. You're being a snoop.
Tess, I am a cop 24 hours a day. I often have to mix business with pleasure.
Oh, we're not doing business together, Burt.
Look, I told Anna Devane about you and the fact that you know everybody around here, and, well, we just thought maybe you would know who this guy is, that's all.
Well, I don't.
Well, you can't blame me for trying, can you? Look, I promised Anna.
You know, you should make this an annual event, Duke. Duke Laborers Police Fund Benefit.
Oh, what's the deal? As long as you're chief of police.
Seriously, though, I'm very grateful to you for arranging this party. It means a lot to the local police.
Well, a member of the local police means a lot to me.
Did you enjoy yourself at your party?
No, the host isn't supposed to enjoy himself. I'm making up for it now.
Well, I'm going to have to cut this party short, I'm afraid.
Shall we move the party somewhere else?
Did you have anywhere special in mind?
Yeah, it so happens I did. Why don't I get you home, and then we'll take it from there?
All right. The car's outside.
Thank you.
I saw the lights on.
Oh, Anna, I just remembered we have one small piece of business to take care of.
Shall I wait?
No. Why don't I meet you back at your place? This won't take long.
No, it's okay. I got all night.
Okay, well,
I don't.
see you later.
Good night.
Good night.
What's up?
Anna's just done us a huge favor. We won't have any problem with Frisco Jones for at least a week.
A week?
You thank the Lord for small blessings, Angel. Anna's reassigned him to guard the precinct. He will be under the watchful eye of the entire police force.
Well, I was just thinking maybe. Just
One of
maybe.
your famous maybes, honey.
No, I'm thinking maybe Anna's right. Maybe you shouldn't see it as a one-man operation. It should be more like a teamwork kind of thing.
Honey, there's a time and a place for everything. Teamwork included, and this isn't the time for it. Besides, I think team spirit's out as far as this matter goes with Tessie and this guy Stan.
Why is it too late for that?
If I want to continue my little one-man investigation, I'm already on Anna's you-know-what list, right? Now, the only way I'm going to get off of that list is if I prove to her that I was right from the very start.
What if you get caught again?
It's a chance I have to take.
No, it's the chance you want to take.
If I don't go undercover, honey, I mean, that's what I've been busting my butt for the whole time. I want to be an undercover cop. And if I can't do that, I mean, I'd rather be selling shoes or something.
Oh, Frisco, at this point, I wish you were selling shoes.
You can't mean that. Hmm?
So what are you going to do next?
I have to figure out some way to expose Tessie and her little partner, Stan.
Just like that?
No, not just like that. I didn't say it was going to be easy.
You also didn't say, don't worry, Felicia, I'll be safe.
It's because I know better than to con you anymore. What about you?
What do you mean?
I don't con you. You don't con me. Meaning arranging my life, singing.
There were a lot of people that were disappointed that you didn't sing tonight.
There were probably a lot of people that were disappointed that I didn't get killed, too. Honey, I just feel something's going on at the waterfront, something big. And it's more than Tessie and this guy, Stan. A lot more. They're just the tip of the iceberg.
Well, at least you're going to be safe for 1 week.
Safe for a week? Come on.
You're going to be guarding the precinct building. I mean, you can't do two things at once.
Well, guess again. Nothing is going to stop me from nailing the people I'm after. You can count on that.
A lot's been said about Imelda Mark.